Pops, can I see your glasses? Sure. Huh. What's wrong with your eyes? I can see you just fine. What do you want? It's not that simple. What do you want? Just give me a double cheeseburger with fries. Freaking finally. I have come to save you. Mom. Me. Licking lips in anticipation. I'm nervous. I've never done a bungee jump before. Instructor. Don't lick my lips again. Estimate the heart rate when temperature is 98.7 degrees Celsius. 0 BPM. Thank you for letting me borrow your beard trimmer. My pleasure. Wait. Did you use it? Yes. I wish I could help you, Sarah, but I'm a family doctor and you're an orphan. Hey, wanna have some good Shreks? No? Then you've come to the right place. Do you guys wash your balls? I hadn't washed mine for 8 months and decided to finally do it because it had a really bad odor. But I gotta be honest, I regretted this decision immediately. It was just slippery and slimy afterward, and I wasn't able to handle it as well. I don't know, I just couldn't shoot it that day, and to be honest it smells even worse now. Just tried a kid's meal in McDonald's. Unfortunately, her dad chased me away before I got any of her chips. Hi Phil, you are not one of our customers. Your wife is one of our competitors' close friends. Why review us 1 star when you have never been? Also, you passed away 2 years ago, Phil. Breaking news. 7 shot at Florida nightclub. We found 7 new jobs that may interest you. The edge of the phone is razor sharp, and you're telling me that's ducking normal? I knew God was toxic when me and him kept sending babies to each other back and forth. Waking up is the second hardest thing in the morning. Imagine losing your virginity at the age of your battery right now. Mine 41. Bro, why are there no cute boys in our class? Skill-based matchmaking. The inside of your butt is warm enough to hard boil an egg. Oh no, I'm not falling for this one again. What? Wanna trade nudes for some cute dog pics? I'll be getting the dog pics. No, I want the dog pics. Oh wait. Fair enough. I didn't think this through. Google faces $5 billion lawsuit over tracking users in incognito mode. The entire male gender. She said yes. Is that Voldemort's wand? Might be worth it. No crowd surfing. You will immediately be ejaculated. Bruh, you need a girlfriend. I can't stop laughing at the reasoning for Twister's PG-13 rating. Intense depiction of very bad weather. I got fired today, and I don't care. Hope you're okay, and find something better soon. I could gargle balls behind a Wendy's for pocket change, and be better off. Haha, that's the spirit, man. So which Wendy's? When your parents said no eating in bed, but your sister goes to her room with a cucumber. What is the easiest way to commit suicide? Google says, life is sacred and deserves to be saved. Please, if you are considering suicide, contact a therapist, because there are people out there that care about you deeply and would hate to see you gone. Bing says, shotgun to the face. Is this why Bing has less users than Google? 5 guys doing some serious damage to my guts right now. 6 when I get there. What? No reason to hit a woman I don't know, man. If she cheats on you with your own son, I feel it's pretty justified. My teacher told me I'd be no good at poetry due to my dyslexia, but so far I've made 3 jugs and a vase. So duck you, Mr. McPherson. Your daughter does OnlyFans. I know. I just wanted to let you know what a skank she is. I can send proof if you need. How did you get a hold of her pictures? I subscribed to her OnlyFans. Thanks for supporting her business. Scooby. Raggy. I'm scared. Shaggy, how about a Scooby snack? The gang tears up as the vet proceeds with the euthanasia. The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags and go where you can't even afford half the rent. Can we go to heaven with tattoos? People with tattoos will not go to heaven. People who drink alcohol will not go to heaven. People who eat too much pork will also not go to heaven. Short people will not go to heaven. We are back in the hospital because Jake set his butthole on fire again. You have the wrong number, but please keep me updated, oh my ducking god. Oops, sorry. No, come back. I wanna hear everything. My 16-year-old daughter said she just wants to be alone, and she keeps saying she wishes she has a door. What do? I'm not giving her a door. Ladies, take notes. Met this girl online yesterday, and she's already trying to learn more about me, not just hook up. It's called conversation. Learn it. Yes, my king. First, I must know anything about you. What is the name of your first pet? What is your mother's maiden name? What is the name of the town where you were born? Incredible how AI can just come up with chess strategies that I thought of years ago. Chess robot grabs and breaks finger of 7-year-old opponent. My dad showed me a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation on why one should always wear a condom during Shreks. All the slides were just pictures of me. Okay, you walk into your work bathroom and find this. What percentage of the cupcake do you think is technically safe to eat? When I forget to install new batteries for my carbon monoxide monitor. Nice try, Andy, but I see your head. My grandma keeps getting scammed by fraudulent Facebook accounts, but refuses to deactivate her account, so I decided to make an account to scam her too. Better me than them. I'll never forget when this boy from my high school chemistry class told me you'll never work at NASA and laughed at me. That was the day I decided to do porn. Sometimes all you need is a deep fisting. Man says his threat to blow up a bathroom had nothing to do with a bomb. Bro, what the duck is my DoorDash driver on? Hi, this is DoorDash connecting you to your Dasher for updates about your order. Who's a hungry boy? Me. Me, I need a passport so I can go to Australia. Clark, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Me, is that still necessary? What product is marketed pretty much exclusively to stupid people? Reddit awards. You're an asshole, John. Other guys are starting their own business and you're just messing around with some weird Bitcoin thing. You seriously think you're smarter than them? We need to break up. There's no future staying with somebody like you. Hi John. How are you? Men are downright cruel to people they don't find attractive. Women are not. No one gives a duck about what an ugly has to say. The most offensive thing as a black man is when you walking down the street and a old white woman clutches her purse. Bitch really thinks she's stronger than me. Mother duckers with gun license when they are getting jumped. Fluorine, uranium, carbon, potassium, bismuth, technetium, helium, sulfur, germanium, thulium, oxygen, neonatrium. Duck bitches get money. I'm really shy. I seen you suck dick. I threw up in the car and the Uber driver ate it all. Excellent service. White people, our ancestors did some horrible things. Not mine, I'm German. My therapy dog sucks. Thanks to Pete from Featherstone for the lovely pic of his wife, but the competition was called Fact Hunt. I bet you saw a sandwich. Fat ass. Today I discovered my husband has me in his phone as Jennifer Wordman. Could be worse. One of my identical twins has the other twin in his phone as spare parts. The year is 2045. Norway lives under Swedish rule. All Norwegian men are fed hormones, sissified, and dominated. Norwegian women are breeding stock for Swedish alphas. Game over, Norwegian boy. Why do you keep posting this? Winner gets the parachute. The high school football coach, when he sees a fat kid smash through the crowded hallway like a semi-truck in a rush, to be the first in line for lunch. I stalked this astrology ho Twitter for about a week and told her I was a Virgo and she lem smash because she thought we was compatible. Little does she know I'm a ducking Scorpio LMFAO. Universe just aligned your cheeks with this stick. Wanna know how I know for a fact all of this horoscope shit is a bunch of bullshit? All y'all commenting this is exactly what a Scorpio would do about dumb as shit, cause I'm a Capricorn. Girl with a dream of being an actress. The director of her first movie. No crowd surfing. You will immediately be ejaculated. For the logic impaired. Your body. Someone else's body. Not your body. Not your choice. Killing tapeworms is murder. What if university burns down? If a university burns down, or is destroyed otherwise, all current students immediately graduate with a bachelor's degree. Hey Ferb. I know what we are gonna do today. Next time you think of eating a chicken, remember that they had a family, just like you. That's why I always order KFC family bucket. Please under no circumstances drink uranium dioxide or peroxide. Alright, hold up now. What you crave in a relationship is what you lacked in your childhood. I'm figuring this shit out. Definitely didn't lack anal in my childhood, but okay. Excuse me, you need a license to be that cute. You're way over the legal limit. I'm gonna need to see some registration. Oh, no. I'm sorry officer. I seem to have left my purse at home. I don't have my license or registration. Puff 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 reload puff puff puff. Armor of a soldier wounded by a cannonball at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Can you cut my hair like this? Come on man, if you had a gardevoir like mine, you'd have done it too. Realization. Billy, it's time you learn about money and the importance of, Billy no, weed and a fleshlight. I'm dying right now, door dick. Boyfriend not buying you food or bringing you dick. Introducing door dick. I show up to your door in 30 minutes or less with food and dick. And if your boyfriend shows up you get a free upgrade to Dick Dash. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Wrong answers only. Malaysian Airlines Flight 103. Japan has made a gun called Speech Jammer that can stop people from talking. If you think about it, any gun does that. When you're tired of your cat showing you its, but also you show it yours. We bought a computer from you yesterday and it won't turn on. Press the big button. I did press it. Then check the corded back. Maybe it's disconnected. I'll get flashlight. Don't go away. I'll be fast. Why do you need a flashlight? It's dark. We have no electricity. Tell me why as I was swiping on Tinder I saw my boyfriend. Can men be loyal? Do all the multimillionaire CEOs meet at an underground lair on Sundays to discuss how they can make society worse for everybody except for them? They used to meet at an island, but the owner died. Life hack. When cutting bagels, put your finger in the stabilization hole to keep it steady. Works only 10 times though. Then you gotta use toes. There is another. My son has brown eyes. My husband and I both have blue. Genetically, it's impossible that he's his father, but he's not very good at biology, so he doesn't know. I dread the day he learns this piece of trivia. Luckily, he looks like him, because he's actually his nephew. Clueless couple struggled to get pregnant for 4 years, are told by doctor the wife is still a virgin, because they were having anal shreks. Nurse arrested for using a dead patient's debit card to buy snacks after the patient passed away. You're naughty when you're hungry. Doctor. Tomorrow you can visit your family whenever you want. Patient. But my family is dead. Doctor. I know. The Marines don't have any race problems. They treat everybody like they're black. General Daniel Chappie James Jr. USAF. Circa 1970. TBT, that time my teacher's computer wasn't working, so she plugged the projector to one of the students' computers. Let's have Shreks. Dude died but they made him go to work anyway. Hey teacher, when are we gonna use any of this? You? Never. Shrek said. American girl releases first doll with hearing loss, realizing they could hear us before. The Japanese artist, when he blurs the genitals in the hentai, so that the whole family can watch, but people just watch it alone. Asians. Maths is so easy. Europeans. Maths is very hard. Americans. Seattle schools teaching kids how math is racist. Being white in a 99% black school, one white girl surrounded by a 99% black school, and it's from BBC. Americans, when you called an ambulance after a serious accident, you what? When your girl is drunk and says she is going to duck the hell out of you when you get home but instead she just eats 27 pizza rolls and passes out. Looking for my partner in crime. You should be capable of carrying at least 80 pounds through rough terrain, own a shovel, and have time tonight. No fatties. Please, bust a nut. Never abandon your friends. Understand your friends' feelings. Tell your friends how you feel. NUT all over school. Make our campus a better place by nutting together. Help your friends bust a nut as well. What's the best thing to say when someone catches you jerking off? Oh hey, I was just thinking about you. I took your advice and now I'm grounded. Waiter ducking minute. Every hotel got the cuck chair. Wooden fireplace $250. Due to rising summer temperatures and good hygiene, we will not be accepting boob or sock money. Questionably moist bills are subject to denial. We are sorry but it's unsanitary. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Catholics against seedless watermelons. Seedless watermelons against Catholics. When you finally meet your internet friend. Ruin my childhood. Me, Ralph isn't Chief Wiggum's son. Electricity went out, and I had a small meltdown at work today. Guys, I'm stuck in the we work lift. Hi. Guys is a gendered pronoun. We recommend alternatives like folks, all, everyone, y'all, team, crew, etc. We appreciate your help in building an inclusive workplace at Head Out. Folks, I'm stuck in the we work lift. Bride dies of heart attack during wedding rituals. Family replaces her with younger sister. Hello, most amazing awesome roommate ever. Sup, I have a favor. I assumed. What do you need? I have a chick sliding through tomorrow and we gonna duck, but she's mad loud, and I'm hoping you won't be home around the hours of 9 PM to 9:03 PM. The biggest tea on myself is that as a kid I hated cartoons, and one day at daycare I was being a bitch because SpongeBob was on and the teacher said fine, we'll watch the news, and I was like fine, whatever. Anyway, that's the story of how it's my fault we all saw the second plane hit on 9/11. Throwback to when Sesame Street used 3 black kids to form the letter N. When you're dead, you don't know you're dead, the pain is felt by others. The same thing happens when you're stupid. Is this true? Funny guys are dangerous. They'll make you laugh and laugh and laugh, then boom, you are naked. This is 100% why I stopped listening to my dad's jokes. Met a MILF last night. Man charged after alleged threats to officer during Walmart trespassing arrest, then offers oral to be released. Seriously, what are they celebrating? What if I told you the Flintstones isn't set in the Stone Age, but in the future after 2020, when humanity returned to the Stone Age? When Pinocchio has been listing off conspiracy theories and his nose hasn't moved at all. I was riding in an Uber with a gay male colleague when his Grindr app notification went off on his phone. The female Uber driver said, "I know that sound. My husband plays that game all the time." I'm 2 years from 30 and my net worth is $17 million. Here's how I got to where I am. I worked hard and saved $150,000 from my 9 to 5. Made $600,000 trading NFTs. Traded $1.5 million in highly leveraged crypto trades. Received $23 million from my parents for my 21st. Follow me for financial advice. I had to zoom in cause I swear I saw Ralph in this picture. It's none of my business but. Father legally changes gender to female in attempt to gain custody of his kids. I'm also a mom. I'm a 14-year who has brain cancer and is going to die within 3 weeks. Ask me anything. I was diagnosed at 10 years old and was estimated to have 5 to 15 years left, but the tumor started growing more rapidly, and after I got frequent migraines and was throwing up, it was revealed that the tumor has rapidly grown and spread. Ask me anything. Edit. Currently in hospital right now after I started noticing it's becoming quite difficult to move around efficiently. I may have to stop the Ask Me Anything soon if I'm no longer able to process language and or move around. Or I may have a family member do it for me. I'll keep you guys informed, though I won't be active for a few days. Edit. Sorry guys, but this is fake as duck. I'm 14 but yeah, I love cum a lot. Mom, oh my god. I can't believe we found this shit in his room. What are we gonna do? Dad, well, one thing's for sure, I don't think we should spank him. Woman steals billionaire's used condom, impregnates self, wins child support. That's why I eat my condoms when I'm done using them. Man is ordered to carry out 75 hours of unpaid work after he deliberately farted at police during a strip search and asked them how. Do you like that? My mother-in-law just handed me a piece of cake at my wife's birthday party. Die. I've been in a relationship with this guy for 2 years and recently I asked him if he loved me and he was a bit evasive. I tell him I love him every day, but he's never said it back. I feel like I do a lot for him, so I don't know. Am I being unreasonable? Oh, I should add I'm F35. He's M too. Anxiety tip. Next time you cringe over some embarrassing moment you had years ago, try to remember other people's embarrassing moments. You can't, can you? That's because you're the only embarrassing human to exist. Everyone else is always thinking about how cringy you are. The chicken used a condom. Star Wars The Phantom Menace has the strangest ending. I'ma hit that. I'ma hit that. Man shares picture before and after liver transplant. Dad, how's college? Are you getting high? Son, yes. Dad, grades. Son, oh sorry. Dad, of marijuana. Son, let me ducking finish my sentences. Waitress. And how would you like your eggs, sir? Scrambled, over easy. Me, big naturals please. Your future doctor is cheating in their online classes right now, so you better start eating healthy. Hello. My name is Catherine. I'd like to adopt a purebred cat from your shelter. Preferably British Shorter. I don't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. Do you have one? Yes, we have one British Shorter, but he wants to live with only British people. He doesn't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. What? Provide us with your ancestry documents to proceed with the adoption. Police have discovered some of the kite strings were laced with glass. 6 people die after having their throats slit by kite strings at Kite Festival. Next Star Wars movie. The Rise of Blood Pressure. Police find 44 stolen diamonds up man's anus during routine traffic stop. This guy looks suspicious. Let's look up his ass. Not all heroes wear capes. Mobile glory hole. When deaf people are arguing and you turn off the lights. Taxes are essentially just a yearly subscription to the country you live in. Childhood is the free trial. When you ask for someone's name, you're essentially asking them what noise you should make to get their attention. You spend your whole life gathering guests for your funeral. A bear. So cute. Ah, so fluffy. I love. Just got the new camo sprayed onto the gun. Day 1 of my zero waste journey. Used my pasta water from breakfast to make my coffee. My dad and my uncle fighting over my granddad's inheritance. Meanwhile, me and my cousin. My girlfriend. Me. Her gay father I met on Grindr. Mud wizard level. Titanic replica could set sail by 2022, following original route. Should survive this time considering we've melted all the icebergs. Another young actor's life destroyed by drugs and alcohol. There is an isolated clown motel in Nevada next to a graveyard and I feel we have to talk about this. My daughter's toy plant pots. For no reason I just thought of the time some guy I was dating got hired to dog sit for a well-known filmmaker. My then boyfriend took me with him once, and I was surprised that the apartment was super nice but also, like, relatively normal. Then we found out it was the dog's apartment. I have good and bad news. Start with the good news. Your son will be allowed to park wherever he wants. Police are aware of a graphic video circulating involving 2 people and a fish. Police are investigating and following a specific line of inquiry. Police encourage anyone with the video to delete it immediately. Possessing or distributing the video would be an offense. Finding out my baby's gender today kinda nervous it's aborted. Girls are like parking spots. All the good ones are taken. So every once in a while, when no one's looking you got to stick it in the disabled one. Jesus. No. What's the most awkward date you all ever been on? He took me to his parents' favorite spot. We saw his mom there feeding strawberries to another man. He was about to confront her, but his dad came out the bathroom and sat with them, and he grabs the man's hand. That was the night he learned his parents like to tag team other men. The punishment for stealing $5,000 in Canada is a $2,000 fine. Follow for more financial advice. I just realized how ducked up the Titanic movie is. You're drafting the greatest thesis ever written on the Titanic. Know it. Like they took a tragedy that killed a bunch of people and turned it into a love story. Can you imagine if I took 911 and turned it into a story about a husband and wife who each worked in a different tower, and on the day the planes hit, they were trying to figure out what's going on and find the other. And it ends with the wife safe on the ground with the husband on the phone, who tells her the exit is blocked, and the final shot is her watching the tower collapse as the line goes dead. What's really ducked up is they made a Titanic 2. There's a formerly locked room in our Airbnb that contains 2 guns, an erotic painting, and a typewriter whose keys are entirely made of teeth. We are going to die here, aren't we? Cartoons I watch that explain why I'm into gingers. Frog Army. Teen breeds millions of frogs in his backyard and leashes them on his neighborhood. I wanted to create the largest frog army in history. If you're black in America, then you most likely have a slave ancestors, or how did you get here in the first place? So, if you're following me so far, those slaves had to have babies, then those babies had babies, and so on. Until today, you're a black person alive, which was only possible from slavery. That's the only way you exist. So, to that person, slavery was the greatest gift they have ever been giving. Yeah, they definitely came to America of their free will. Thank God they were cruelly enslaved, because now they're in America. The duck is wrong with you? Like literally, what the duck is wrong with you? You can't be serious. This has to be satire. Born to write Donald J. Trump. Minding my own business, eating lunch, and some rather large woman with purple hair comments that she liked my shirt because it makes it easier to spot the assholes in this world. Not sure what she has against British motorcycles, but whatever, I guess. Former cop who laced cupcakes with semen, sentenced to 100 years jail. The Shrek's offender said he was grateful that God has forgiven me. A former police officer who fed his wife's junior high school students cupcakes laced with his semen has been jailed for 100 years. Did I tell you I'm dating twins? Really? How do you tell them apart? Well, Sheila has blue fingernails, and Erin has a penis. As you get older, you'll realize that a $300 watch and a $30 watch both tell the same time. A Michael Kors wallet and a Forever 21 wallet hold the same amount of money. A $100,000 house and a $300,000 home host the same loneliness. A Bentley will also drive you as far as a Ford. True happiness is not found in materialistic things. It comes from sucking mad titties. God please, let me suck on some titties right now. Me, at a bar, celebrating my 18th birthday. The bartender who's been serving me for years. Elderly couple accidentally burns house down during Shrek's game involving World War II flamethrower. Shrek's manual. Did I miss a page? Companies that test products on animals. My friend asked AI to generate a white man robbing a store. White man robbing store. Am I balding? I'm 2 months old. Reports indicate that the man who was caught removing drips from cholera patients at a hospital in Limb has a coffin workshop nearby. The 3 most scariest haircuts in football history. Parrot lost. Parrot barbecue. 69% of high schoolers say they feel soothed when lunch ladies call them sugar or baby. Nice. They really are good kids, most of them. This one time I heard a student called gay for wearing a fedora in my lunch line by a group of athletes. I wasn't mad at him though. Low-key, that hat was gay as hell. I ended up giving him a few extra nuggets cause I felt bad for him. I'm always nice to the quiet white boys anymore cause ya never know when they from Nasnap. Mother Mary with the Holy Child Jesus Christ. Painting by Adolf Hitler, 1913. I was tutoring today, and one of the kids asked me what year I was born. I said 1996, and she said, "Were you a slave?" Keep lying. It's going to be a long winter. How the weather is presented around the world. USA, Mexico, Finland, UK. Don't mind us, just a father-daughter scrolling Tinder. She, Alice, 21. He, Michael, 40. We are up for a threesome or anything casual. Crematorium get defibrillator. Monkeys can learn to use money. Scientists taught capuchins to exchange silver discs for treats. A few weeks into the experiment, the monkeys began budgeting for foods they liked. They started buying food when the price dropped and even started gambling. Eventually, rich monkeys figured out they could pay each other for Shreks. Rogers won't stop talking about the Hat Man since his ayahuasca trip. Not much is known of the mysterious Hat Man, except that Aaron Rodgers first started seeing the shadowy figure after his ayahuasca fueled trips in Peru during the 2020 and 2022 off-seasons. Aaron says he will sometimes appear in the distance, usually veiled by darkness, holding the corpse of a dead rabbit and sometimes a blade. The orange is in my fridge watching me take out another Kit Kat for dessert. My baby mama called today and asked if I could give her $300 to help her pay rent. See, I don't live with her, so I usually do shit like that for real for real. I told her to let me think about it and I would call her back. Before I called her back, her sister called and told me that my baby mama was lying and not to give her the money. She said the real reason my baby mama wanted the $300 was to get her new nan out of jail so she could be close to him for his birthday. I thought to myself, duck dude, but I decided to give her the $300 anyway because I knew God would bless me. So, I called my baby mama to come get the money, and just a few hours later, I get a call from the Racine County Jail. It was my baby mama crying, screaming, and asking why I gave her counterfeit money. My response, so you could be closer to that Nuna for his birthday. See, I caught a blessing, because my baby mama can't file her taxes while she's in jail, so she can't stop me from filing our daughter this year. He gave me free food. I feel kinda drizzy now, but it's salary. My idiot furry son has one job at night: balk at things and make them go away. Easy, right? However, a bear has learned that my furry son can be bought. This is the third time he's been gifted deer bones in exchange for being allowed access to my trash, and he keeps doing it. What is the most NSFW thing that happened in school? Football. I went to an all-boys school, but we had cheerleaders from a nearby girls' school. We had a pep rally for the football team and they took the 3 captains and blindfolded them in front of the assembled audience. The football captains were then told to guess which cheerleader was about to kiss them. The first captain accepted a kiss on the cheek, guessed a name, and everybody cheered. The procedure was the same for the second captain. When it was the third captain's turn, instead of accepting a kiss, he grabbed the kisser and gave her a deep French kiss to the immense cheers of the onlookers. He guessed a cheerleader and everybody was roaring with laughter. They took off their blindfolds, and standing before them was their mothers. My husband came back home last week while I and the kids were in the living room watching a movie. He quickly sent them to bed. He then called me inside and knelt to start explaining that he had impregnated a woman who is threatening to ruin our marriage unless he agrees to send her abroad. Upon calculating the cost involved, he felt we could use the money for ourselves and was therefore asking me to forgive him for cheating on me. Now my problem is I don't know how to tell my husband that the woman is just a chronic liar. I'm that confident because I know my husband is medically impotent. However, I'm scared I'll lose my marriage if he gets to know that the kids at home are also not his. It looks really good. Hey y'all, look how big this taco is, lol. It's a con guisado with cheese. Here thing is bigger over here in Texas. People who like to explore abandoned buildings. What was the biggest duck this I'm out moment you had while exploring? Found what looked like the remains of a pig, and it was wearing lingerie. Don't talk about my mother like that. Please help free my boyfriend, Wooster. Please help free my boyfriend from Wayne County Jail. I need to raise $5,000 for his release. He didn't do nothing wrong. We have 3 kids. We just moved here from Atlanta staying with my mom until we get on our feet. So we needed to get some money for food, cigs and stuff for the kids. So like anyone would, my boyfriend borrowed my mom's boyfriend's gun and went down to the quick stop convenience store and asked them if they could give him some money. He wasn't robbing them. He just wanted to know if they would give him some of not. He wasn't mean about it, but cops showed up and they arrested him unfairly. Now they are charging him with armed robbery, but he didn't rob no one. All he did was shown them the gun, which didn't even have one bullet in it, and ask them for some money. Please, if you know anyone who can help free my boyfriend. I know I shouldn't have done this, but I'm 83 years old, and I was in the McDonald's drive-thru this morning and the young lady behind me leaned on her horn and started mouthing something because I was taking too long to place my order. So when I got to the first window, I paid for her order along with my own. The cashier must have told her what I'd done, because as we moved up she leaned out her window and waved to me and mouthed thank you, obviously embarrassed that I had repaid her rudeness with kindness. When I got to the second window, I showed them both receipts and took her food too. Now she has to go back to the end of the queue and start all over again. Don't blow your horn at old people. They have been around a long time. Strip club DJs, what do you have to tell us? Not a DJ, but here's my best DJ strip club story. When we were 17, we used to go to the one strip club in SF that didn't card at the door. One night we were sitting there when a group of cops walked in. We immediately thought it was a raid and we were going to get arrested. Nope. They were followed by 2 EMTs who went straight to the back room. 5 minutes later they came out with a man on a stretcher who definitely looked dead. Head lolled to the side, oxygen mask on. Clearly just had a heart attack or something. Everyone in the club is completely silent. Music is off. No dances on stage as we watch this man get wheeled out who just died in the worst way possible. We are sitting there looking at our feet when the DJ comes onto the mic, says that's right, the lap dances are that good and drops the music. Rod's life was turned upside down when he met Karina, who he says helped him connect with his emotions. Feeling cute might hit it at 120 miles per hour later, I don't know. Told him I used to be in an abusive relationship. Now he's hugging me like I was the victim. I wish for 1,000 more wishes. I got my paperwork, but this means I'm finally a certified professional. That's not what being a registered Shrek's offender means, Ernie. Priest who temporarily died says he went to hell and they play Rihanna's music to torture people. A priest from Michigan claims that in 2016 he died after suffering a heart attack, went to hell, and witnessed unbelievable moments of torture and pain there. Jeff Bezos, I don't like it when people say I look like an alien. Therapist, well you did exploit Earth's resources. Bezos, so that I can build my spaceship. Therapist, Bezos, licks eyeball. What the duck, your dick is so small, says the bitch with literally no penis. Thomas the Chinese engine. What are you doing, little one? Weighing with Guampa. Well, put him back. My best friend passed away, and at his grave, I said, bro, I really miss you. My wife has been pregnant for 8 months now. How about you reincarnate as my child? A month later, my wife gave birth to a big boy. As my child grew older each day, I realized he looks a lot like my best friend. I'm really happy that my prayer worked. Me, hey nice shirt. Quiet kid, erases something from notebook. Me. How's your Monday, unknown social media manager person? I think I'm depressed Mayo. Hi, Vicky here, managing director of socials for Amazon Prime Video. Apologies for the last message, that was an accident and will not be happening again. We are having a fabulous Monday and hope you are as well. They shot him right at his damn desk. Food made of aborted fetuses needs clear labels, New Texas bill says. User is suspected to be a part of an online terrorist organization. Please report any suspicious activity to Discord staff. What did bro do to obtain this? Mirror on the wall. Who's the hottest of them all? Wait, isn't she like 14? What's something that feels British but isn't? The contents of the British Museum. These are the lungs of a 10-year marijuana user. They are not supposed to be that color. Smoke at your own risk. This is nuts. I'm in love with a tree. It's the best Shreks I've ever had. It's one of the most opinion-provoking real-life stories ever. Following a string of heartbreaks, a woman is now in a Shreksual relationship with a tree. Tonight a 19-ish-year-old in the bar very nicely asked me if I could give them a refund on a vodka coke they bought because they realized they were too drunk and drinking it would be a bad idea, a move both so ballsy and sincere I couldn't possibly refuse. I thought in all US states you must be at least 21 years old in order to purchase alcohol. I'm one of the dozens of people worldwide that live in a country that's not America. Are you selling this oven? Yes. That's right. Is the chicken included? Bro wasted no time. A man proposed to a widow at her husband's funeral. Dog cum in coffee is the best creamer and it helps you have clear skin. It's sad that the government has us taking chemicals when the best remedies are natural. I'm happy those pill companies got sued, forcing unnatural chemicals in us. Friend, you can't possibly guess a Wheel of Fortune puzzle with no letters. Me. Oh my god. Tonight's main story, my outfit looks like balls and a cock. Peeing. More at 11. Landlord, let me be clean, no cats, no dogs, okay. Tenant, no problem. But there will be one additional condition. If you lose, you will become my slave. My love slave. I surrender. Before. After. In only 2 weeks we lost Robert. My 11 years old daughter made cookies. Exclusive. Ghislaine Maxwell is hosting etiquette classes for inmates, where she also preaches about women's empowerment and maintaining high moral standards during weekly sessions in an attempt to rebrand as a female role model. Military left baffled after tit times 4 plank of wood acquires over 200 confirmed kills. If you are not disabled and you park here, you soon will be. Ah, this is sweet. Building a sandcastle, kiddies? Something like that. Better look out, scrubs. I might just knock it over. No you won't. Yeah? Well, I'll come back later and we'll see about that. Fine. You won't knock it over. Later. When you've defeated all simps and have to face the final boss. Curved him for 6 years. I've dated his best friend, his brother, his colleague at work. His dad was even my sugar daddy at a time. I can't believe he still loves me this much. He saw something in me. Happily engaged.